no following back. Anti account nayo mpya eno. Baba banzoganya buli kaseera.
Nanoonyeza munyarwanda wa Bobi ne mpuliranga omutima gutandise okutyanga mugenze kayunga nga sikulaba ne ngamba bannange.
Tulao.
Ne ngamba
Banange ononse
bannange. Ng'omutima gukutta.
Ng'omutima gumuluma omwana
ogwa munyarwanda wa Bobi.
Bye betwagamba nufo change nti abantu batwagala ku lwakyagulanya abantu batutegeera ne mwenga muddeeyo tulina abatusabira essaala katwalwa bagendo nyiga
natusane ngamba munyarwanda wa Bobi yalazeewa munyarwanda wa Bobi nga namufollowinga nga sikyamulaba nengamba kyokka weyayunga
munyarwanda wa Bobi ng'aswamyemu ng'ali era kakati gwe kyo bookola kyolina okunkolera kiri ekimu kungulira data nontera ku ssimu kuno oteka ku namba ya
mukyalo kimanyi ng'omwana ow'obulezi bano abasookerawo ddala eggaali yasookera ddala
yeye eggaali eyasooka banaye nawulidde ennaku nga simula neŋŋamba banaye tiyagasaako omwana wattu yamutaddewa
abaana bo balidde tiyagaasa banaye obuwanguzi ku luno
bannange mwebale kubeerako mwebale kutusupportinga bannange nufo change ku namba y'essimu eyo gyatadde mu supporting nange yange eri kubbayo
ofenafena munyarwanda wa Bobi beeramu naye ng'oli steady bw'olabira obusajja nga busaze ku motoka gyotuddeko babodaboda ate munyarwanda wa Bobi toddamu
kanjije ntuuse kanjije kantereko live kanjije njija komawo dakiika emu
Undoubtedly, these people have no love for this country. They don't care. You know, yesterday I was talking, someone was talking on this group, and I want, not this group, but another group. And people were saying, but look at Museveni, he was a minister. Let's ask Museveni, when in those years, where did he ever build a house when he was when he was a minister? No, nowhere. So he has no will, no determination, no intention to build the country. Nowhere. Everything he has done, the NRM is impermanent. No headquarters, no nothing. There's everything they do is intended to make sure that our country remains in poverty. Now, the problem I have, which I had with what was his name? The one who left. The Great.
The Great.
Yeah. The only problem I had with him, he was talking about tribalism. That be tribalistic. I am tribalistic because I'm a Muganda. It is okay to love where you come from. Believe me, I love why I'm Munyankore. I love being a Munyankore. But it doesn't make me come on here on the group and try to make other people feel unhappy. I'm not going to be able to stand and hate someone who is from Arua. They're just brothers like us. To be honest, I admire some of the things from people from the north. You imagine this government comes into power, we take over. As people power, we take over. All the guys in the north, there are some who are strong, 6 foot. They should be empowered to be in boxing. They should be empowered to be in different activities. And believe our economy would grow. So, but these are things that are not being seen by this government. All it cares about is buying guns, oppressing people, keeping them down. And that's their intention. They have no desire to see any Uganda become anything substantial. But let me say one thing. Trust me, the same support we are receiving right now, Besigye had it in 2006. He had a lot of support, and people had built their hopes on Besigye when he said agenda, and everyone believed he was going, and we didn't see anything. Now it's do or die. I am not on the ground. I left the country. I am an educated person with no job. You might think that every Munyankore is okay. No. But I myself face the same things as a Munyankore. And now I'm in Canada. Why am I here? So basically what I'm saying, let me just be sure that I'm saying. So basically what I'm saying is that what the most important, that's why I was saying the great was not looking at, for example, he was attacking religion, the Pentecostals. I am a born again. I do know the loopholes in being born again. For example, the born agains, now we need to reach out to the born agains, not disassociate with them or attack them. The born agains or the Christians are engulfed in listening to their pastors and praying. Some of them do not even watch the news, do not even go on TikTok to listen to this kind of information. If you go on creating hatred towards them, you are pushing them away. You are pushing more people from believing in what Bobi Wine or what we see we deserve as Ugandans. Let me tell you, in this country, for example, all houses are built by the government. With all the resources that we have as Uganda, the houses in Canada are built. Beautiful houses. You have a house with 3 rooms. They're all built by the government, given to you. If you want to purchase it properly, there are channels for it. But someone can, unless they are lazy, but things are provided by the government. And this is why our president, Bobi Wine, has been coming out that every single person in this country, in Uganda, needs to know that your life depends on the government. And this is the thing that Museveni does not see, because he's now grown old and he needs to go. And this is the time. But how do we motivate it? Talk about things like how to fight. When you're in this group, talk about things. How do we fight against tear gas? Encourage the boys. How do we stop the tear gas? How do we stop that smoke from attacking other people? Those are the things we need to talk about. Encourage every single Ugandan to fight these people, because this is not because he knew that if we pick up guns, he would take us, he would finish us. But now we need to fight him in a different way. And trust me on one thing, every single day they are thinking and wondering, what are we planning next? Don Ems. Oh, he has slept. Our moderator has slept.
He has dozed off.
Yeah. Jerry, that is a very good submission. Yeah, that's a very good submission, Jerry. I totally agree with you. And you've brought in an interesting area also on the Bahima, Bahindi. I'm reading. I'm reading the master seeds. So hopefully I will also find answers to what you've asked.
They erased our kingdom. And they have taken over our kingdom. They are not supposed to be the kings.
Yeah, I think that is a very interesting angle also. I really want to agree with you. It's true. These people, I think one mistake probably is that we announced our strategy too early, especially the strategy of
Protest vote also is a part of that very
yeah,
strategy we have talked about.
they are planning.
Have you realized that these people have started using our strategy as their campaigning tool? Whereby of recent I had Anita Monk campaigning in one of the areas in Teso sub-region saying that these ones of Noob have started bringing the idea of a protest vote, and they were like, there's nothing like a protest here. Uganda is a republic. And I asked myself, if Uganda is a republic, why are people not given their opportunity to exercise their duty as responsible citizens? So looking into that matter, where these people have really got to know our plan, these people might end up thinking of shattering us in one way or the other. But still, we shall never give up. Be it protesting or what, we shall be there. We just have to stay with that belief.
So maybe I think everyone is. I can come in. Jerry, thank you so much for your submission. It was a brilliant one. But this still takes us back to what I was suggesting in the beginning.
Mr. Mosh, let us hear from Empress Simor. Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Empress, yeah.
Mr. Madam.
Hey, madam.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? Thank you for all your submissions.
We are okay.
They are really interesting and touching hearts. I would like to talk about a few things here. I'm calling upon all Ugandans that let them not be inferior of themselves. They can do anything possible to make a change. On the issue of business personnels that are not involving themselves directly in the struggle, we are calling upon them to at least engage themselves through financial support by sending financial support on our mobile money that is here. Let them go to their families, spread or talk to people about the great need of change. For the issue of Mr. Besigye, Mr. Jerry has mentioned about in, I don't remember the exact year, but people still had that hope that maybe the government that was in power or that is still in power may make a change by that time. But it ended up like that. Then there was no change. And this time around, people are very determined to make a change in any other way. Ugandans are focused, be it from the north, south, north, and west. Everyone is yearning for change. And we are praying that the Almighty
introducing Airtel Voting.
What's happening? And there is one thing that I've realized here on the media. There is a group of people that are coming out to make themselves so active that they are preaching the word of change. Indirectly, they are turning people around. They are ruining their mind that is focused on change. They are turning them away. I wonder, why is it so getting intense this time round when the campaigns commenced than before, and they are not touched? Depending on the previous situation, when a person stood or came out and talked about the bad things that the government is doing, he or she would be directly or indirectly kidnapped. But I wonder, people are talking about the bad things that are being done right now, but no one is touching them. And there is a trick that the power or people are in power doing. They are taking a keen look around the campaigns, how they are moving. They are pretending that they are taking a deaf ear, but their eyes are widely open. So I'm calling upon Ugandans not to get astray because of some preachings from people that are trying to ruin their mind from concentrating on the words of change. Please, let's support, most especially financially, and we really need moral support also. We really need change. That's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes, thank you, my sister. Before Jerry, Francis and Ayeko, you get the mic, let us hear from All Money, because your submission is kind of a debate, yeah, whereby it needs three of you all to unmute. Yes, All Money, can we hear from you?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yes. What is your name, Darius?
The name is Donames.
Donames.
Yes, sir.
Okay, me, I don't have anything to say. What I want to say is thank you for spreading the revolution to the people of Tololo.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome.
Donames, you have unmuted yourself and we couldn't hear.
I was saying that Mr. Yeko and Mr. Jerry, you guys unmute and you give your submissions. Mr. All Money, I've seen something. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. All Money has given us their money, 50,000. Yeah, Mr. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, by the way, that number is the number we use for support here. Yeah, by the way, that is my transport. Tomorrow I'm in Masaka, inshallah. Inshallah.
Yeah, we appreciate your work.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm in Masaka, inshallah.
Great.
Mateka. Yes, Francis.
So still back to the point of the discussion, and we were still discussing on the issues of the mistake that we made. And I would really love to let us know that let the mistakes that we made in the previous sessions be a starting point for our change, so that we shall put things in the right order. First of all, the first error that we made was all about letting these people know our next move. Because what I have just realized that after we talking about the issue of the protest vote, they ahead to use it as their campaigning tool to try their level best to put us down. Just of recent, I got some information from Okoit. Most of you know that man called Okoit Laanyu. Is a council aspirant for Sorot Division. So that is what happened. So these people have realized this, and I am trying to humbly advise some of us whenever we are on a platform like this one here. We need not to air out some information to everyone, because we have people here who have become spies. There is someone who has been reported on various occasions that the person has been picking our information. After picking our information, they went ahead to spread it in the name of putting us down. But all in all, we are seeing that. Secondly, we talked of the issue of pens. After educating people from here, I'm very happy for Donna Mess. You went ahead and did some research about that issue of the pen, whereby you got it right and you posted. I saw on one of your platforms. Before I lost my phone to thieves, I had communicated about it and I was unable to make a video about it because I had not picked some of the examples of those pens there. But still, it is our responsibility. We have known it. The printing of the ballots is already done. To some people who might not be knowing this, it's already done, and there's no way they can waste much money again to reprint those votes. So what we are going to do, we have to move from one point up to the last minute. We move with our own pens. Don't make a mistake to use their pen. We use our own pens, which cannot easily be rubbed off, because we are tired of this. Like someone who mentioned of Dr. Kizza Besigye, even in 2011, Besigye was the rightly elected president of the country. But during that time, we still had someone, just like the way I wrote it there. The person who was working as the chairperson electoral commission by that time was still a tribe mate of Dr. Kizza Besigye. And guess what happened? That guy wanted to announce the exact information that he had collected, but he was gun pointed. That guy tried to communicate about it. So some of us who like issues of YouTube, you'll find that. The declaration of results of 2011, you'll get that the guy was gun pointed, but there was no way. He lacked support. He was inferior. He couldn't even support himself. Then after he was sacked, you see, he was told that. He went ahead to tell people about it. So what we are going to do, we just have to put in more emphasis on this, educating our people and letting our people know what is necessary and what is supposed to be done. We need to avoid issues of fear. We accept the decision is in our hands. Change starts now. That's why we are saying that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with 1 feet. It is not with 1,000 feet at one point or at one time. It must be at a starting point like where we are right now. But what we have to keep in mind is our top secrets. Our top secrets must be shared within us, not in public, because these people are using it as their campaigning tool. Thank you very much. I love everyone who has taken time to listen to this information. Thank you. I remain Francis Ojok.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Jerry. I don't know whether Mr. Jerry is busy because I told him to unmute. Yes, Mr. Ayeko.
Thank you.
Mr. Jerry.
I think I'll pick up from Francis's message. Indeed, we need to be secretive in some point. The other thing, that message people also need to keep passing out is the issue of now that they've known our trick, they know we are planning to massively go and vote. That's why they've started already with the intimidation, the threats. They will want to make sure they reduce the number of people who will go and vote, especially in stronghold, where they know, of course, the opposition is going to win there. They will disorganize people there to make sure very few people go and vote. So what strategies people should come up to avoid, being, first of all, arrested? People should try to minimize as much as possible being arrested during rallies, because one strategy right now is in every rally they are picking people. And their hope is, one, pick people who are very charismatic, they are good in mobilization, and they are good in leading the protest vote. Especially after the elections, they will know these are the kind of people who are going to mobilize the masses to demand for the results. So they will pick those people and they will continue picking as much as possible. The second strategy I know they will use is during the voting, intimidate people by deploying heavily in the polling stations, and then also shoot guns. Just the same thing that happened in Kawempe. All of you know, members were sent into the polling stations and etc. So they are going to do that. So message need to go out to all the people that no one should be scared. If people need to be tactical, they need to, and make sure they vote, and then also make sure they watch the vote counting, ensure people are there, no foreign ballot papers that have been stuffed somewhere allowed to be brought into the main ballot papers. So I think that is my last submission. On the other conversation on continuous reaching out to other members within the system, that is something very important. If there's opportunity, I think to share even with the leaders within the party, that is a very important strategy, because we'll use it secretly, not openly. And then the most important thing is we need to assure people this change is not just for the sake of, change. These are because they undermine NUP so much. Remember the narrative they passed out during the 2021 election is that, the leader of NUP is from the ghetto, is Muyais, is so many things. They succeeded that time, but this time people have seen the truth. They will continue this same narrative. And there are those members within the same ruling party who are actually pro the movement of change. But because of that narrative getting stuck into their mind, they still have so many friends who are contesting. They were in Inup, they moved to contest within the NRM. And the reasons they're giving me are those stupid reasons. Meaning those people, their blood remains as Inup, but they chose to identify with NRM because of convenience. You've seen it. And then they believe that, this change may not even happen. We need to debunk that. We need to make sure we appear genuinely people who are professional and are ready really to, come into government and also lead this country by talking to them, reaching out to them, if possible, telling them, to secretly within the system continue extending their support as I earlier on submitted. Thank you. I think that's where I stop for now. Maybe to other colleagues.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Yeko. Yes, Mr. Jerry, I'm seeing you there.
Thank you, Donomas. When I was submitting, you fell asleep, which I understand. Maybe you're tired. Because me, this time is still early, but your time is a bit late. But thank you very, very, very much. And we really appreciate, and I thank you for waking most Ugandans. As I said before, this one should not be. But we are Ugandans. When someone from Soroti wins a race, or wins in boxing, or from Arua, or from not Karamoja now as per now, or from Gulu, we all feel proud as Ugandans. And this is the unity that our president has been fostering, Bobi Wine. And sometimes the problem I've had as me, a Westerner, is where most of these, the full soldiers have been saying things, and this is why I wanted what was his name again? He keeps on going. The Great, where I had a problem with him. He's not accommodative. We as politicians, we need to be accommodative. Allow people to be who they are, but try to sell our idea to them. And this is where the problem is. We need to attract more people. Believe me or not, I have people that I know, even guarding the president, that I know that I started with, that guard the president. But how do we win them back to us? By being accommodative, not being radical. And this is why I'm praying and thinking that people will be not radical, but be accommodative. Because the whole idea why Museveni is failing right now is failing to understand that people are disgruntled because of unemployment, because of lack of social transformation, employment. There are so many problems. Every single person in Uganda is struggling. And we are saying we are tired. And I don't know where he is seated in his comfort zone in that state house. I pray that he becomes uncomfortable. We are tired. Ugandans are tired. People are in diaspora. For what reason? Educated with good minds. People don't understand. Right now, I was hearing someone, I think on Barometer, asking Rumshana. And Rumshana also maybe have his own ideas. But he was wrong in what he said. People right now don't want to hear what they call it. He was talking about giving like the plan for the government, what Bobi Wine has for the government. They don't want that. They want someone who will come out and tell them that, you know what, we deserve this. Our country should be able to provide this for us, as we are our country, we the people of Uganda. Whether you are from Arua, whether you are from Ankole, whether you are from Buganda, whether you are from Soroti, you are equally the same. You're the same. Nobody should come here and steal your opportunities. They are seated there. I'm very certain the son of the president is there seated, enjoying our luxury. Why should he enjoy our resources when we, the Ugandans, are suffering? And this is the hate that people have. And another problem I wanted to say, when we are not accommodative, we are not giving a chance to these people who are disgruntled, even the Banyankole who are keeping quiet. They are keeping quiet because we have brothers and sisters. Some of them were in the beginning of the war. They are our brothers. In Ruero, they were our brothers. So when you want to come out, you're scared, what will my brother think? But we are willing to come out, and we are saying, don't be an accommodative to Banyankore, don't be an accommodative to other people from other tribes or other religions. If you're Muslim, be tolerant to the Pentecostals. There are people you need to convince and bring them out of that whatever confusion they're in. As I said already, the Pentecostals don't even watch the news. Most of the Pentecostals don't watch the news. Don't go out there and be angry at the Pentecostals. Some of them are struggling in their own lives. So be patient with them. Encourage them. Be accommodative. Encourage them to come out. Don't come here and you start speaking. Oh, Balokole are like this. They're supporting government. No. Be patient with them. Be what's the right word in English? Persuasive. Persuade people. Open their eyes, as the president has been saying, Bobi Wine has been saying. Be persuasive. Talk to people. Become a Bobi Wine. But be polite and don't bring tribalism, because we are tired of it. This is what Museveni has. As I explained before, I want every single person that is listening to me right now to go and search the Bahima tribe. It's on YouTube. This is now, they're trying to create a new record for Ankole. We have the Bahinda, who are not Bahima, and they were the kings of Ankole. But they're trying to erase this. They are trying to erase it.
Mr. Jerry.
Okay, go on. Go on, Empress.
You know, I was somewhere some ladies came in a shop,
Yeah.
and that shop was owned by a Muhima lady.
Mm.
These others that were the customers were Banyankole, local ones.
But you know, we
So
are now
they
mixed.
first bought
There's
from
no
another person.
Banyankole
She was from Ginger. I can differentiate them because I've been in them for so long time. So that Muhima said to a fellow Muhima that was owning a shop, "Why did you buy from that Musoga woman?" Eh? So this another Muhima lady, she said, "Those are, why did you buy from those Enchende?" Eh? I was so touched.
I know.
They are calling a fellow Westerner Enchende. Imagine.
Enchende means what? Omanyize ndi mulugwala sibimanyi.
Monkey.
Enchima. Enchima. Enchima.
By the way, I have a son that I go to the Munyankole. By the way, why I'm not with the mother is because I'm not from Wawea. Because the mother was just complaining. I only used to hear about Bakoko, but now I've known because I went on and asked.
Don't bring those things. We are now we want to unite Uganda.
By the way, let me tell you. Let me tell you. But that girl, even she cried. She hated that family. She's even out of Uganda now just because of that. I'm telling you the truth. But so the father was again trying to be at least understandable. The father brought the issue of me not being a Muslim, you get. But the mother, I could hear them speaking Lunyankole, but the one I remember is Bakoko. So I went and asked, when I knew about it, when I was they explained it to me, I also had to let her go. I said, no, your mother can't.
Okay, let me give you, let me give you one thing that will not change in this world. In this world, we will always have petty issues. Whether you're Somali, whether you're Ethiopian, as long as you are in these developed countries, for example, America, you will be treated as a black. Don't you see the people we call Abazungu, like, for example, half castes in Uganda? Those are considered blacks. Now, we need information to know these things. For example, if someone gives birth to a child born with a black person with a white person, that person is considered to be black in this Western world. Accept them as being black. And that's why they get, like, for example, Obama is considered to be black. So in our country, Uganda, this is why I was saying we have to be accommodative. Yes, there are going to be, like, for example, I know we the Banyankole call people from the north Abakoko, which is a bad word, to be honest. It means an animal.
Man,
I'm sorry. I know.
Listen, you see, another thing, Jerry. Jerry, first wait. Now this wife of mine, there's where she used to buy things like for cooking, groceries, bishi. Now those guys, they were my friends even before I got this woman. Now even when I got this woman, I could hear the same people, the same friends of mine, also mentioning Bakoko. Now me, I know that they are in their own jazz. But
listen, my sister Emunyankore is married to a Kisi and a Choli mixture. Another one is married to a Kamba. And that's what I'm saying. Donamas, this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying, that in this place where we are discussing things that are intellectual, we should be accommodative. Be accommodative. There is no person in Uganda who can stand there and say that I do not have Acholi blood in my family. There is no person in Uganda, for example, the Banyankole. There is no person in Banyankole who will say that in my family there is no Munyarwanda or Muhima. There is one. But what do we need to do? We need to sit down and try to pull these people to come and support we, the Ugandans. And this time we are tired. Every single, whether they are Banyankore, whether who, some of the people, let me tell you, before I left and moved to Canada, I was living in Uganda, and you try to convince some of the people in the rural areas in Ankole. They are poor. He's working in your garden, but you tell him, oh, why don't you support Besigye? And he's like, no, I want to support Museveni. Why? Because of peace. And I'm like, but peace, why are you eating peace? He's poor. You are the one who is paying his salary. But he's saying, I'm supporting Museveni. But what do? Do you kill him? That is his idea. The only thing is to talk to him and bring him to understand what you're thinking and what he could be. And that is why Bobi Wine, to be honest, this is why he went to Obote's son and met him. And Baganda were not happy. Some of the Baganda were not happy. But this is why we're saying, be accommodative. If you want to be a good politician, be accommodative to all people in Uganda. We are different, but we are not different. When we come in these countries where we are, like in Canada, we meet Nigerians. But when it comes to racism, here in these countries where we are, we face racism as black. Even the Somalis you see, the Somalis don't even like us in Uganda, by the way, let me tell you the truth. But when they come here, they associate with us. The Arabs are not like the Indians you see. We call them Bazungu in Uganda. But when they come here, they face the same racism that we face. And they try to associate with us. But we in some
Jerry,
go on.
And can you imagine even the mother of that girl was a Muganda? But man, people, I don't know. But man, that thing, for me up to today, I can't date him.
Okay, let me ask you, Donovan,
calling me a monkey.
No, an animal. No, they didn't call you that. But they called you an animal, which is sad.
Man,
but
now, can you imagine that woman could even call my phone and I give the daughter the phone? I just say,
I am sorry. I'm sorry on her behalf. But Donomas, this is where we have to go beyond. Donomas, trust me, this is where we have to go beyond that and love each other. Now, let me ask you, if you got in power and you got power, would you kill all the Banyankole? No. The things we need to emphasize, for example, is rule of law.
Even that, let me tell you, that is why. That's why I joined even this revolution.
No,
that is why.
But now, this is why I'm telling you. You have your problems. We as Ugandans, each one has a problem why they're joining the revolution. And this time, they cannot contain it. The only thing they're thinking and wondering is our next plan. What are we planning? What are we trying to do? And that's why they're trying to study us. But what I'm saying is be accommodative. Be accommodative. And I'm here to tell you, and I can apologize on behalf of that girl. Whatever she said, that is wrong. We segregate. We as Ugandans ourselves, we segregate ourselves. But when we come here in the Western world, you notice it. Black is black. A Somali is black. An Ethiopian is black. An Arab is black. An Indian is black. Dark skin is treated the same way. They hate us the same way. And they try to associate with us. But then we remember, the Arabs don't like us. They treat us like shit. And then we say, oh, you pretend like we are with you, but you do not know what it means to be a black. I understand. When you tell me, Donomas, that someone called you Mukoko, an animal, I understand what it means. Me, I'm a Mnyankore, and I understand the pain it feels. But you understand, what someone calls you a Mwiru in Ankole, that you are not supposed to be the kings. You were the kings. The Bahinda were the kings in Ankole. But they're changing the history. Donomas, I want you to go and check it on YouTube. They are saying there is a Bahima tribe. There is no Bahima tribe. The Banyankore were there, but these people are trying to erase. If you search for Banyankore tribe, you will not find it on YouTube. These guys are sitting down and planning whatever they are doing. By them saying the Bahima tribe, they are disassociating from the Banyankore. This is where you have Matembe, you have Amama Mbabazi, you have Vesije, all these people. I know some of people are not tolerant enough to accept that these people wanted a change. You look at the video that I saw on YouTube where Amama Mbabazi was trying to greet Museveni. Museveni ignored him. Orieje. And Museveni didn't want to hear. And this is why we are saying we are all tired. Banyankore are tired. They are seated there, they are keeping quiet because they have brothers and sisters who are in the government. But even the brothers and sisters are in trouble. Their families are not doing well. They have no money. When it goes to the army, they live in the same way as any other person. Do you know Museveni what he has lied to people? The same people who are fighting us, the boys who are fighting us who are in the army, are people from either Acholi, Arua, Karamoja, wherever. And he's recruiting them in the army and using them to fight us. But how can we bring these people around to come and join us? Because they are the same. They are brothers. You imagine a Uganda where we have opportunities for every single person from Arua, from Ajomani, from Gulu, from Karamoja, from Soroti, from Buganda, seeing ourselves as Ugandans. Forget about these problems. The petty ones you're telling me about, like where you go in a relationship and a woman calls you Mukoko. Those will always be there, but we can only change them by seeing ourselves as Ugandans. And this is what I was saying. What was his name? The great, when you were saying be tribalistic. No, there is no need for being tribalistic. At this moment, we need to unite and change Uganda. For us, we are tired. We are tired of Museveni. If for me, sometimes I sit down and I cry. I'm a Minyankore. I sit down and I say, Museveni, where is he seated? Can't he see that people are suffering? When they are stealing all the money and he calls everything his own, gold his own, and this is they want to steal my gold, they want to steal my oil. Who is he? There's a point where it comes, and I pray Bobi Wine can say this thing, or people who are in government can one day stand in front of Museveni and tell him there's a point where a nation becomes more important than an individual. An individual cannot be more important than the nation. The nation is Uganda. And an individual, Museveni, cannot be more important than the nation Uganda. And this is why I wish someone could stand and tell him openly. You know that Moi was told this statement. They told him, this is the time. For example, they told him, Moi, because he was insisting he wanted to be in power. They said, no. It is time a nation becomes more important than Moi. And this is the time where the nation becomes more important than Museveni, than Muhozi, than all these people around him, like Mwenda, Andrew Mwenda. By the way, people don't know that Mwenda is behind every single thing. They don't know. Mwenda is behind all these things. The boys that are around Museveni, within a second, if one person stood up and came against the government, believe me, most of the guys would even go away. They would now support that person. And the revolution is coming. Whether they want it or not, they are trying to understand what is the next step for people power. I'm praying and believing that people will not become violent, will not continue to be sectarianism, like speaking things that are saying, oh, Banyankore had this. Dunamis, as we are saying, there are petty issues, like, for example, what you have faced as an individual. But what we are saying is, what about all Ugandans? Let me tell you, when we look at, for example, Kidega, I know the family of Mao Kidega. What is the other person? There's another guy. He speaks on TV a lot. He's also from Gulu. All these people started from Ontare.
Odongoto.
Dusmakoki.
Yeah.
Dusmakoki. These are brothers. Kidega, Dusmakoki, Mao.
Yes, they've called the Jerry. Let us hear from Winnie. Yes, Madam Winnie, how are you?
Good evening. I'm
Yes,
really not
Winnie.
fine. I'm not fine. At the moment, I just wish that so-called president could just tell us what he really wants us to do. Like, he puts up the campaigns, he tells people come and contest, he tells people come and anyone that wants to be a president should come and contest. He puts nomination, they nominate people, he allows that. Then why the heck is he killing people? I'm feeling pain. And they're saying some of the dead bodies were smuggled away by the police. I was live seeing these things happening. The way those people jumped off trucks and started firing bullets like they were firing with fellow enemies, a country versus another country, as if it was a war. People that were peaceful, everyone was heading to their homes. They blocked the roads and started firing bullets. I mean, this is so inhuman. I don't know if I'm just developing a bad heart, but whenever I see someone supporting NRM, I feel like hanging them. I don't know. God should maybe just help
Winnie,
me, give me that
Winnie,
courage.
you live even that one. Live even that one. The man knows very well. He can put the country in gunpoint and he rules them the way he wants. He knows very well he can rig the votes and he again rule us. But he's killing people, he's arresting people, and you wonder. He's the same person who's saying that Bobi Wine is his project. Then for us as Ugandans, we said, since this is your project, and we as Ugandans who are yearning for change, we have seen that this is your project which can again work effectively for us to remove you. We are going to use your own project. What is again wrong with him? Let him leave his project. We use his project.
Because we are supporting the project, and why do you harm people that are supporting you? I'm feeling pain. I don't even know what to do. At work, I have 2 boys that I work with. They support NRM, but every time I see them, I feel like not giving them lunch. But still, I have nothing to do because I have to give them because my boss will ask me. But I'm really feeling sad. I'm really feeling bad. Whenever I look at them, I see murderers that kill people, heartless people. I really don't know. I don't know what some people think. I don't know if these guys think their blood is blue. I don't know if they cut themselves, they see blue blood. Because for real, how can you see red blood pouring and you well know that you have red blood in you and you don't feel sad about that? This is too much.
And let me tell you, there's what I saw in Kawempe. Me, I had never cried, just sing. I saw a policeman caning a mukade. And the mukade was even on her own. I saw a policeman giving mukade serious kiboko in Kawempe. I said, the Katonda Wange, these people, what they I don't know what level, they've lost the sense of humanity that God created them with. Or I saw a policeman caning a mukade, and what made me to feel pain? A younger boy, a younger policeman, younger boy, caning a mukade. Then I said, for me, there are 2 things which I've so far seen in the policemen. In the COVID, there is a woman who was selling Morokonyi. Those days I was still staying in Kamosha. The woman was selling Morokonyi along the road. It was evening. The woman had just what? Started her work. She had not even sold even 1 piece. Now those do you remember in the COVID they were called the what? They were called what? Those people who were beating us. They were called what? These ones who were recruited from P7, what they were called what? P what? What DFLOU? They are called what?
I don't remember, but
No.
Those are the LDUs.
Aha.
the
This
Yeah.
one they recruit from P7 LODU. So what's
I
my
mean,
yeah.
they are called LDUs. LDUs.
Yeah, LODUs. That are
Yeah.
that PLOE. The LODUs. I saw the man,
Those are the ones.
the woman had just brought the Moroccan and put there. The man carried that thing, the saucepan up and poured in Mwara. A younger boy. Vananga said, Vananga for sure Museveni must go. I said,
And the other thing I saw today, a policeman
Yeah,
who
really.
looks like
Actually,
a father to
good
me.
to
He looks like a
you
father
guys
to me.
pass.
That guy was seriously beating a pregnant woman. But when I looked at him, he looked like a father. He looked like a father because he was grown up enough. But he caned a pregnant woman. I was like, these people don't have hearts in them. They have blue blood. I mean, it's too much. It's really too much. Now
Really.
it's actually the peacemakers that are disturbing the peace of the people, because the people are not
Actually, the
fighting.
Ugandans, most especially the youth, are tired of Museveni. But
Yes, comrade.
we just wish him well.
Yeah, people are not fighting. No one is throwing stones. So I normally move live to live. I go and attend Museveni's lives to see what's happening there. Now when I go there, those people that are putting on their lives, those people that were paid to put on lives, Museveni's lives on his rallies, they be like, we heard that Bobi Wine works with those people, young people, that tell them to stone the policemen so that they put the policemen on cameras. Imagine the president saying that to the people, the other people of his side. But for us, we're on ground, we have phones, we're always on lives, and we really see what's